Hello, everybody. Dave Neal here, stand-up comic and host of Bachelor Nation News. Welcome back. We've got Caelynn Miller-Keys explaining why she decided to buy her fiance, Dean, a truck in exchange for her engagement ring, plus the missing engagement ring. That's right. A multiple carat diamond ring floating in the abyss. Have they any updates on the missing ring? Follow me on Instagram at DNeals, and I'm also going to be live on Patreon at 10 a.m. today. Patreon.com/Dave Neal with daily Bachelor Rush Hour podcasts for free every afternoon. Go check that out. Let's get into it. Caelynn Miller-Keys explains missing engagement ring, clarifies buying Dean Unglert's truck. So she was on Sarah Heron's podcast for Us Weekly. Let's just play a clip for that right now.
It's whenever my fingers get cold, it falls off. So I have to switch it to my middle finger. But he got me a little placeholder and he doesn't want me to show anyone.
Okay.
But he got me a placeholder. I do have a ring on my finger.
Well, congratulations.
All right, so Dean doesn't want anyone to see the placeholder ring. I totally understand why, because we're going to have an audience full of people going, oh, you're so cheap. What is that? Only half a carat? Blah, blah, blah. And the guy's like, it's a placeholder.
On your engagement, obviously. Can you tell me, like, when you and Dean knew that when did you know that this was going to happen? I know people have been asking you since you guys left that beach, and there's been so much talk about, you know, his past comments, your past comments, and everyone always has things to say about you guys.
I'm sorry about that.
When did you know we were going to get engaged and, like, stop worrying about the noise?
Oh, gosh. I keep thinking about this, like when I knew he was the one, when I knew we were going to get engaged. I think we just like kept talking about it and I kept joking about it. And I think the more I joked about it, the more he was like, okay, like maybe I could get married. I don't know if that's what happened in his mind, but that to me is when it switched, just like easing the thoughts into him. But then we were like, okay, like we actually could get engaged. We could get married. And this is something we want. So I don't know if that was like a year ago. I have no idea the time frame, but we've been talking about it for a while about both proposing to each other and getting engaged. So I didn't really feel like I was going to feel much different once we were engaged. But
I love that she goes, yeah, well, you know, I just joked around about it long enough till he got the hint. That's right. Truth is said in jest. You can make fun of things, but she's like, haha, it's funny we've been dating for so long and like other people are married and contractually we're not. And it's like, what, are you just going to ditch me one day? You know, why don't we get this on paper?
A friend told me, she's like, enjoy every moment, like enjoy the engagement, enjoy the wedding. Don't rush anything. So thankfully I listened to her because I was like, I want to try on dresses. I want to like do all these things before I'm even engaged, which is ridiculous. So thankfully I listened.
A lot of girls feel that though when they're in a relationship, they just get excited. Clothes are fun.
So excited. And I was, but I waited. And so that has made it super exciting too. Like we're in this really fun fiance phase. And also like we're getting to look at venues. We're getting to decide where we want to get married. So it's been fun.
I'm actually really happy for them. I'm a big fan of Caelynn. I know she's just a compliment. You know what I've realized is that I love complicated characters. I love people that, you know, will give you, you know, like she's got part of her that's the pageant kind of queen vibe, and then she's got part of her that's, you know, like she's traveling now with Dean. He brings out a cool side of her. They have a very interesting story. And by the way, geez, look at her Instagram. So good. What a good Instagram account. Obviously, you've got Dean running the drone, and they really are a good power travel couple there. So happy for them. We'll go back to what she has to say here. But yeah, just devastatingly great photography. I mean, when you travel to these beautiful locations, this is the life worth living. When people say, why do they just go on The Bachelor? It's so you can get opportunities like this. She's in an infinity pool overlooking some mountain range. Golly, it's gorgeous. Good for them.
He really lose the ring.
Yeah, it gives me so much anxiety.
If you didn't catch that, Sarah asked, did he really lose the ring? She said he gives me so much anxiety.
So what ring do you have on now?
He got me, it's whenever my fingers get cold, it falls off. So I have to like, switch it to my middle finger. But he got me a little placeholder and he doesn't want me to show anyone.
Okay.
But he got me a placeholder. I do have a ring on my finger and it's somewhere in this house. I have no idea. He flies home tonight and we're home for 2 days. I'm like, where is it? Like it's giving
its own true crime mystery. Where is your engagement ring?
Where is it?
Could this be some sort of Dean like conspiracy that he just wants to propose again in the house? Or do you think he definitely lost it?
No, he lost it. For sure. We spent hours like scanning the video.
All right, we're buffering. You know, I've got a similar issue, although not as expensive. I've lost a Canon G7X, which is a small point and shoot camera. It's a $600 camera. I have no idea where it is. You just can't hide a camera, and it's gone. I've literally looked everywhere 3 times. I can't imagine looking for a ring. Now, some people have said it's just the diamond, but I believe it's the diamond on a ring. So this isn't just, I mean, like, yes, it's not quite a needle in a haystack, but they should be able to find it.
Our security cameras, we're like, when did he pull it out of the drawer? We cannot figure it out.
Oh my God. Well, I would imagine Dean would plan one hell of a honeymoon. But does he have opinions about wedding stuff? Has he kind of started to sprinkle in, or is he going to let you take the reins on that?
Yeah, I was like, what if we get married in Banff? What if we originally thought we'd elope in Italy after that trip when I saw you? Mm-hmm. And then we were like, we actually do want all of our friends there. So we're going to get married in Aspen. But then I was like, maybe Banff, maybe here. And he was like, All
right, so the age-old discussion of when and how will they get married this is a real fascinating video I'm providing you guys here. Can't even get the player to work.
I have my mind made up, and when his mind is made up, you like can't talk to him. And I was like, you don't understand that like the wedding process is about a lot of decisions and changing things. So do I just like not involve you? And he was like, I don't know. So
oh God.
I hate to say it too, because this is going to sound sexist, right? But you've always got somebody who's like really excited about the planning aspect, and I don't know. In most cases, it's the bride. I don't know. Look, don't make this a sexist thing. Make it more like, well, the patriarchy has decided that the women have this like princess thing that comes along with wedding planning and this and that, and the men don't get that because we weren't raised to be like, oh, your big day. Like that's just how it works, right? So like you want to be supportive as much as possible, but if she has and again, I bring this up because look, let's not blame her. Don't blame me. Just blame society for like throwing imprinting this onto us. But maybe she wants a certain type of flower and has an attention to detail that Dean doesn't have, because he's like, look, and am I projecting? Yeah. Oh, do you want the bamboo chairs or do you want the linen chairs? The hell's a linen chair? I don't know. People are going to be sitting on these chairs for 2 minutes. All eyes are going to be on us and the very expensive flowers that we bought. You know what I mean? Well, should we get the dance floor that's shaped like a flower or the dance floor that's shaped like a vulva? I don't know. Aren't they the same thing?
Fun Aspen, though. I mean, again, you guys are super outdoorsy, super always everywhere. What has been the place that you've traveled to that comes to mind as like the most special? Is it Italy?
It's Italy. Yeah. Last summer we drove from the north, I think the north side of Italy all the way to south, to, gosh, I can't remember now, but yeah.
It was the best place in the world. The name slips me. Look, I don't want to knock Italy because it's beautiful. It's the boot of Europe, but I personally would rather go to Croatia. I don't know. I have no desire to go to Italy. Am I missing out on this? Oh, I don't want the Italians to cancel me.
We did the whole country and we fell in love with it. So I don't know if we would honeymoon there or if he would want to do like New Zealand or something.
Yeah, now we're talking.
He would want to do something crazy. Like the way he proposed to me is even crazy. It was 22 miles. I'm not a hiker. I'm not in hiking shape, but we'll see.
Was it 22 miles like straight, or was it 11 one way and then like you got engaged and had to walk 11 back?
Yeah, 11. Yeah, 22 total.
Did you not want to walk the 11 back? Like I'd be like, did you plan like a helicopter for this part to be back get off this beach?
Okay, so my first hike I did with him was, I think it was 20 miles, like round trip, and I helicoptered out. And I was like, you know what? His brother actually did this a couple of years ago and he got boated out by pirates. And he's like, just so you know, like you can get boated out by pirates. It's awesome. So the whole time I'm like complaining on the way in. I'm like, at least I don't have to do it on the way back. And I cried at one point because it was so scary and you could die.
Yeah.
And I was like, it's fine. The pirates will pick me up or I'll get a helicopter. And then we talked to this guy who's lived on the beach. He's like actually lived there for 30 years or something. And he was like, you can get a helicopter. You have to fake an injury. They take you to the hospital. You have to get an ambulance and it's $1,000. And I was like, there's no chance I'm spending that much money. So I hiked back.
Oh. Fake an injury. It sounds like that would be abusing the system. So they've got to, okay, let me just get this right. There is a pirate. So you got Jack Sparrow here, some middle-aged man with spray tan and eyeliner. Do you, Jack Sparrow? Do you? Some rum runner has to take you to this. This is a little. I mean, let me tell you something, guys. I'm all about creative expressions for your proposal, but when you got to get pirates involved, it's a little too far. I don't need Blackbeard asking me, the cut and clarity of the ring.
Oh my God. Well, did you feel like euphoric? Were you like on a high? Did it go faster? Or were you just?
And the last person you want to talk to after getting a very expensive ring put on your finger is somebody whose job it is to steal jewelry. You don't want to, how's the ring? Well, it was plundered by, Sparrow.
It's like, yeah. Like, this is just so symbolic of you making me work for this.
Yes, exactly. No, it was so much easier on the way back. I think it was just very mental, the scariness of the hike, but I was like, I did it. Just power through. Sushi is so close. Like, you can do it in a shower.
Okay, I'm sorry for interrupting again, but not really. I didn't realize this was going to become a best of 2022. I love Caelynn. She's like, power through it. Sushi is so close. Wait, what did she say? Hold on. This almost needs to be a merch shirt.
Is so close. Like, you can do it. But I was like, I did it. Just power through. Sushi is so close. Like,
that's it. Sushi is so close. How many? Yesterday, Tasha had hired like an organizer to come help her clean out her closet for 5 hours, and I literally was like, "Honey, it's okay. We can get sushi after." How many things? They got to go to the dentist. It's all right. You'll get sushi after. Hey, a pirate's gonna steal your engagement ring. It's all right. We'll get sushi after.
Like, you can do it.
I'm on a
shower.
roll.
Gosh,
I'm on a sushi roll.
I mean, you guys have lived such an adventurous life together, and I know that's probably part of what you love about each other. Are you spending time in the van still? Are we permanently in a house? What's going on there?
Yeah, we are spending time in the van. It's been, because he was in Pakistan for a while, it's been in Montana. So we are going to Montana for Thanksgiving. We're sleeping in the van for Thanksgiving, which will be great. And we're still in the van. It's just, we've been traveling so much. So hopefully this winter, I think he's planning on doing a bunch of ski trips and we'll just sleep in the van.
And then you can go to Aspen and look at wedding venues.
Exactly. Yes.
Perfect. Do you know if you're going to want like several looks, dresses? Like, have you started looking at any of that stuff yet? Or are you still kind of just living in the high?
It's a white dress.
Yeah, no, I'm obsessed with clothing. So I already bought one dress just for like an engagement party.
Okay. Love it.
And I've got appointments scheduled. Yeah, I would like 2 dresses.
Okay. Maybe a reception and a ceremony situation or an after party. I have to ask about the truck because this got a lot of attention that Dean made this comment. I'll propose to Caelynn if she buys me a truck. Then you posted that cute little Instagram story. I'm at the dealership. Did he get the truck? How's the truck doing?
Oh my gosh, this truck is insane. So it all started because I wanted to buy my engagement ring. Because I just I'm going to be the one wearing it. I'm the one who wants it. I want to buy it. And he didn't like that. So he's like, what if you bought me this truck instead? So I was like, that's the perfect compromise. And people then took it as he's only proposing if I buy him a truck, which is insane.
Right.
It was my idea, but I did. I bought him a truck. I bought part of it. I put a little bit of money down and then he bought the rest. But yes, he has a truck. He loves it. And actually he's been working on our backyard and it's almost finished.
Wait, did she say she put the money down and he paid for the rest?
Yes, he has a truck. He loves it. And actually, he's been working on our backyard and it's almost finished, which is insane.
Right.
It was my idea, but I did. I bought him a truck. I bought part of it. I put a little bit of money down and then he bought the rest. But
what does that mean? Did you put a down payment? Did you pay over 50%? Did you buy him the truck or not?
Yes, he has a truck. He loves it. And actually, he's been working on our backyard and it's almost finished. Thankfully, because of the truck.
It's so funny too, and again, I know they're not doing this, but people go, oh, when Dean initially had his van, people I think would think that that's like a poor person thing. Oh, you live in a van? No, to do van life, it's very expensive. You're talking about $100,000 van. You need a place to store it. They've got a house in Vegas, which is great because they don't have to pay state income taxes, which I'm assuming they're both high earners. They're high earning influencers. They're probably in the $1 million range. So they're going to save $100,000 a year, assuming they're making $1 million a year, $100,000 a year by living in Vegas, 3 hours or 4 hours or whatever from Los Angeles. So, hey, you can't hate the system. You can move to a state that you don't have to pay state income tax. That's fine. But then don't go in a helicopter. Someone's paying for that either way. So she's on the show to promote her new podcast, True Crime Reality here, which I wanted to spend 2 seconds. Oh, I'm already out of time here. You know what? I'm going to review this. I will review this on the live stream tonight. We'll talk more about it. She did get some negative reviews. Someone called it boring, which I think is just really a bummer. Like, don't give people negative reviews when they've only released 3 episodes. Give them a chance to find their voice. You know what I mean? I'm happy that she's doing a podcast that's a little bit different, a little bit reality TV adjacent. I think it's a great idea. So I'm looking forward to her. If you want to check out my podcast, you can leave a review. Go to Bachelor Rush Hour podcast, wherever you search podcast, Bachelor Rush Hour. Daily content, always giving you guys some new information over there, and that's where we'll be. And for tonight, we'll have a live stream before and after tonight's episode of the Bachelor in Paradise. All right, folks, we'll talk to you in a little bit. I'll be live at 10 a.m. today on the Patreon, patreon.com/Dave Neal. Bye now.